Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. A quickie, if you will.
Elijah, don't be
Wow.
inappropriate. Don't. This is not a safe space for that.
This is not a safe space for
No.
that.
Last time on Love is Strange, Victoria's attitude made Max doubt their connection.
Like, why are y'all making me date this bitch?
But after a makeover, gifts, and a long convertible talk,
Oh my god, are we gonna watch the stars together?
Victoria's making it more romantic. The evening took a turn.
Let's go back to my room.
Will Max be too tired to make a move?
I don't get sleepy
I
yet.
know. Rally, Max, rally. And will these two be able to contain themselves if things get spicier?
Absolutely,
Yes.
we're hungry.
We're starving. It's Thursday. Let's find out what happens.
Okay, Tina, we have one more day to do this. We can't fuck this up.
We can't fuck this up. We need to make every decision perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
No pressure.
That's Victoria's arm around my waist. Oh God. Oh my God. No wonder I'm so warm. It's hard not to be when your partner is tucked really, really securely against your side.
Your partner?
I bite my lip, totally aware now of the little puffs of breath that come from Victoria's lips brushing against my cheek. Oh my God. Awesome. I fell asleep on her yesterday. Smooth, Max.
Very smooth.
Taking about another second to gather myself, I finally glance around the room. Judging by the sunlight streaming through Victoria's window, it's probably the morning. I know I fell asleep last night, but why didn't Victoria just wake me up? Out of all people, I thought she'd be the one to boot me out first. Instead, I'm on her bed. On her bed? I could have sworn we were on the couch last night. Oh, geez. I whisper without thought, pausing when Victoria sniffs and shifts next to me. Last thing I want to do is to wake her up. I do turn my head to glance at her, though. My nose brushes against some of her hair. Oh my God, I can feel it.
It's so poetic. It's so sapphic, that's what it is.
I get a strong whiff of something sweet. Wowzers.
Wowzers. So dumb.
She even went as far as to bring me to her bed. Okay, when she totally could have left me on the couch. I don't know how she did it, but she did.
Gently, with so much care.
She's so strong.
So sweet.
I wonder what's going through her mind. But of course, she wouldn't just let me have the bed all to myself. I don't blame her. I couldn't see her sleeping on the couch either.
Right, because that's totally what that was about. Sure.
I can't help but smile a bit, my tension easing up immensely. So Victoria does have a heart under all those mean remarks. Well,
yeah, she does.
Of course, especially after yesterday. Speaking of yesterday, I'm not surprised that's Victoria's way of showing she cares by totally calling me out. I carefully reach into my pocket for my phone, sticking my tongue out in concentration while I do. Like a little bit. Victoria shifts her head a little, and I freeze. But eventually I manage to whisk it out. Oh, just text from Mom and Dad wishing me luck today. Thanks, parents. Unfortunately, I frown when I read the time, 9 o'clock.
Oh, shit.
It sucks, but I probably should wake her up. The sunlight streaming through her windows is an indication that pretty soon it'll be the perfect time for a shoot. Okay.
Ah, fuck.
Victoria looks comfortable, like she's got no worries at all. It's nice to see her without that scowl on her face or that real arrogant smirk she throws around. Yes, exactly. Like just neutral. Should I?
Oh, do we have to? Oh, God. No, please.
Okay, so if we wake her up, we'll have a little bit more time to do some things. Maybe if we don't wake her up, we might be rushed to leave. I don't know. What are you thinking? The opposite? You want her to wake up naturally?
No, because like here's the thing. The better, I agree with you. I think the better idea is to have Victoria, is to wake her up, because to Victoria, this project is very important. The photography is very important. So, yeah, I think we should wake her and just bond, because we could have snuggled a little longer.
We could be there. We could just smell those something sweets and feel the hair on the nose.
But I think she'd be mad if Max let her sleep in and missed out on a golden hour, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so wake Victoria up.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
shit.
We got an achievement for it. Hello, achievement. No matter how tempting it is, hello, I definitely should wake her up. She might be pretty pissed off, yeah, if she finds out that I woke her up and didn't tell her. I take one last minute to bask in the glory that's sleeping Victoria before I reach and jostle her awake, gently shaking her arm. Hey, Victoria? Victoria groans, furrowing her brows and burrowing into me further.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Stop.
So cute. She's totally not gonna like realize it's Max, I bet, and all of her cuteness is gonna go
when she
away.
does though, she's gonna like jump out of the bed.
Yeah. I tense up and bite my lip. Max is doing an awful lot of the lip biting. Feeling myself blush so hard, I'm confident my head's gonna explode. Ours too. I had no clue Victoria was such a cuddler. It's kind of cute.
Of course she is.
Yeah. I'm comfortable too, but we should probably, Victoria
here we go.
Finally lifts her head, sleepily glaring at me. It's kind of funny, actually. With all those upturned ends of her hair, there's nothing intimidating about her. I'm not sure what else I expected, but it wasn't this. Probably something dramatic. Instead, she's just scowling at me. For a second, at least.
She's just a cat, really.
Yeah, there we go. Something seems to light up with comprehension in her eyes, and then they widen a little before pulling away from me and rubbing her face.
What time is it?
Her voice is thick with sleep.
Oh, what time is it?
It's around 9?
In the morning? No shit, bitch.
Right. It's like, yeah. I raise my brows and Victoria takes notice, groaning and waving in my direction.
Don't answer that. It's too early.
She doesn't seem like, what are you doing here, though? Like, that hasn't come up. Like, okay. Oh, here we go. Here's the first. It's not
the hand behind
that early. Yeah, we still have time if you want. Victoria grumbles at that, shooting me a stare that's probably supposed to look more vicious than it is. With all those times I woke up to her blaring her hi-fi, oh funny, you'd think the opposite.
No, not really. Give me a second to actually wake up. Christ.
Victoria turns from me, swinging her legs over the edge of the bed. She rubs at her eyes, and I watch the way the sunlight highlights her messy hair, the curve of her back on her tank top.
Oh, tank top.
It looks like the perfect shot. Thankfully, my camera is too far for me to do anything. I don't think Victoria would be happy if I just snuck a picture of her. I thought it was going to have us choose that, like if we should take it or not. I wonder if she knows how camera worthy she really is. Oh.
She probably would have been like, did it come out good?
Yeah. Like, Max, stop it. Let me see.
Yeah. Get my good side.
So, about last night.
You fell asleep.
Victoria says plainly. A hint of accusation snuck in there. I was way tired. You did keep me out the whole day yesterday.
Is that a problem?
No, you just didn't give me a heads up. Well, Max, like, chill out. What?
Yeah.
She sighs dramatically.
It's not my fault you're weak, Caulfield. Whatever. It was your loss.
Oh, right.
Was it?
We didn't get to finish the movie. That's what you were talking about,
That's
Victoria.
The loss.
Right. Exactly. A real tragedy.
Hilarious. Kudos to you. Also, wrong. You didn't get to finish. I did. Oh. I'm still talking about the movie.
I smile at that, amused. Is that seriously something to be proud of? Are you going to tell me what I missed? Victoria huffs and I watch her run her hands through her bedhead and finally stand up.
What? I can't just tell you that. There was too much going on. It won't have the same impact either.
The same impact? Really? Victoria goes pink, I think. That can't be a trick of the lights.
Yes. Thanks for actually, listening. Anyways, I guess you'll just have to come back later. Oh! Okay! We're doing it, Tina.
We're doing it. We are so doing it. That makes me straighten up, but still leaning gay on my elbows.
Straighten up, yeah. Poor choice of words, Max.
Yes, right. Makes me less straightened
gay
up.
up.
Yeah, gay up. There we go. For real? Victoria shrugs, walking away from me toward her closet.
Maybe. If we're actually competent during this photo shoot. Which translates to, if you actually get out of my bed.
Oh, she might have let me sleep in, but I should have known better to think that she wouldn't kick me out. Don't worry, I'm going. I stretch, actually sitting up. She's not wrong. We have to actually get ready for the shoot today. The shoot. I run my fingers through my hair, idly blinking at Victoria's back. What she said last night. Was she serious about all that? Victoria actually has faith in me? She trusts me not to screw this up. I don't really know if I trust me not to screw it up either. But the more I think about Victoria's roundabout way of trying to encourage me, the more confident I feel. As for Victoria, with all that, you'd think she's totally prepared, but I can't help but feel like she's just as nervous as I am.
You're making that face again.
Victoria catches my eyes in her mirror, and I straighten my shoulders, standing at attention. Which face? According to you, there's tons of them.
Smart ass. That's flirting. That is fucking flirting.
Great flirting. Victoria turns to me, a hand on her hip. Now that she's facing me, I can see a little furrow in her brow.
The dweeby one you get whenever you're ridiculously deep in thought.
Wow, thanks. Victoria hums.
Seriously, what is it? Oh, you want to know?
Oh. Are you ready for today? Are you nervous? Oh, because we were thinking about if she was nervous or not.
Oh,
I know, I just don't want to mess anything up. But I kind of want to
so well.
I know. You think, are you ready for today then? Or you want to take the risk?
I think. What do you think?
I'm mixed. I kind of want to take the risk, but I feel like I feel like early in the morning she's a little bit vulnerable. She wasn't like weirded out that we were there, like or like regretted anything, and so like it could be an opportunity for more vulnerability, but like also maybe not.
Yeah, because why would she be nervous?
Like nervous about not doing a good job, I guess. But yeah, I don't know that she'll react well to that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Because she also likes that Max listens.
Yeah,
to her.
True.
So the nervous does play into that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Should we like randomly?
Just do it.
Are you nervous?
Just do it.
Okay.
Just balls to the walls.
Doing it. I was just wondering if you were nervous at all. I don't really expect Victoria to respond, actually. I know that's kind of a personal question. Victoria Chase, nervous? I don't think I've ever seen her nervous a day in my life. Not out of class, and definitely not in class. I kind of think it might be. Victoria watches me and breathes in softly.
A little. I have big plans after this if we win.
Victoria brushes her hair back, skimming her fingers over her arm after, like she's unsure of what to do with it.
Are you nervous?
I look at her and nod a little. It's hard to not be. I know you have plans, so I've been thinking that this could be...
Serious?
Yeah, serious. Like me and you. Like I want
for
us.
I'm like, are we still talking about the project?
Are we?
There's hardly anything to worry about, Max.
Victoria shifts, turning around to stare in the mirror again.
Our photos are going to come out fine, especially with moi helping you out.
I laugh at the ridiculously dramatic flair to that. Right. I can always trust you.
Of course. Who else could help you wiggle out of that hippie style?
Oh, you want to wiggle me out of my clothes? Is that what you're saying? I push myself off her bed just to look at her smirking in the mirror. It's not hippie. Mostly it's just normal life, mundane stuff every day.
Life.
What a hippie
thing to say.
Whatever. I say in amusement, reaching for my camera bag on the couch. Proof I'd been there last night. Yes. I scoop up my new clothes too. We'll just have to see about our stuff.
That we will, Max. Now you need to actually look good, so go already.
Yeah, I'm going.
Au revoir. I feel like that needed one of these.
Oh, one of those. Yeah, for sure.
Like it. Au revoir.
Yeah. I shut the door after watching her wave me away distractedly.
What did I say?
You are Victoria. You're going to be broken.
No comment.
Just I repeat faintly, heading back across to my room. My footsteps feel so much lighter. We make it back to the boardwalk in almost no time at all, thanks to Victoria's nice car and the lack of traffic this early in the morning. Not that traffic is ever much of an issue in Arcadia Bay anyways, but that's not exactly the point. Despite the near stillness of the street, there's still quite a few people here, making the boardwalk look just lively enough for our shoot, I hope, for Victoria's sake and mine. I actually can't tell too much, and that worries me. Maybe I should have planned ahead. I didn't exactly think we'd be out here so early, so maybe I'd been too reliant on the hustle and bustle of the boardwalk to get our shoot going. Maybe if we slept in a little longer, we wouldn't be having this issue. Oh no!
No, fuck.
Really? Oh, Victoria's bed was super comfy. I seriously wouldn't have minded staying a little longer. No, even though I know Victoria's super serious about this shoot. Just hang out longer.
Exactly.
A part of me wishes we could have just slept in for a little while longer. I glance over at her,
Max.
seriously, watching as she shuts off the car, running a hand through her hair. Oh, no way. Get your mind out of the gutter, Max. Yes! Yes!
Excuse me, bitch?
We broke Max for sure.
Yeah, oh, Max has been broken.
Oh my God. The anxiousness crawling down the back makes me bounce my leg a little, and I clutch at my camera bag, ready to get out of there and scope out the area. Victoria glances over at me, unbuckling her seatbelt.
Christ, you look like you're ready to run a mile a minute.
Just ready to get out of here and snap some photos. Yeah, sure, that's what I was thinking about.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I shrug weakly, and I'm not exactly lying. I just don't feel the need to tell her that I'm worried about her liking the spot I've picked, considering the lack of subjects. Not what I planned at all. Aren't you? Victoria scoffs at me, threading her fingers through her hair and shaking her head at me.
Me? Please. I'm more than ready.
Oh.
Don't I look the part?
Oh,
are you fishing for compliments, Victoria?
I scoff this time. When Victoria shoots me a look, I shoot her a little smile in return. What, are you expecting me to tell you how amazing you look?
That's exactly what she's expecting.
Because I didn't know my opinion mattered that much. Oh, Max is kind of playing too.
Ooh, yeah. Good comeback.
Victoria rolls her eyes at me.
Not surprising you didn't, considering you don't know a lot of things.
Okay, maybe a little too far.
She's quick with it. God, she's quick with it.
Whoa, so not the response I was expecting. Before I can help myself, my lips split into a grin at the implication. So you're saying it does matter to you? Whoa, Victoria, I'm flattered. Oh, Max.
Oh my god, these gay bitches is flirting.
Look at that little belly showing a little skin down there. Victoria, eyes widen, and then she scowls at me. I know for a fact that my eyes aren't deceiving me this time when I see her cheeks flush pink. Way to go, Mad Max. Made her blush. Yes! We are on this.
Oh, shut up. I didn't mean that.
I open my mouth to say something else. Victoria clears her throat loudly, cutting me off.
Enough about that. We have actual, real important matters to discuss. Ooh, getting a little flustered there, Victoria.
Yeah, she's like, I blushed. I'm embarrassed. We need to quickly divert. Like, yeah.
About you, in particular.
About me?
Yeah, about you.
Victoria gives me a once-over again, and honestly, it doesn't help my nerves in the least.
You're nervous.
I rub at the back of my neck, shrugging my shoulders weakly again. I should have known Victoria would catch on. She's not exactly stupid. Not that I make it hard anyway, with the frequency my leg is bouncing. I can't help it. I'm just full of energy to burn. A little. Without any warning, Victoria reaches over to stop my leg, pressing it down firmly against the seat.
Uh-oh. Is this one way to spend the time until it's more busy?
Right? I fight the desire to blush. It doesn't really work. And I just feel my ears heat up at the touch.
Oh my God.
My leg is totally trapped. All because Victoria is literally holding it down.
Oh my God. Obviously. But I seriously doubt vibrating like an energized puppy.
She taps her fingers twice against my knee.
Like you've been doing all morning is going to make this any easier.
Oh, Victoria, maybe you just need to, shut me up.
Just kiss her. Yeah, just kiss her. She'll be fine.
Victoria removes her hand from my knee and opens the car door, sliding out smoothly, like she hadn't forced me to stop vibrating. Except it totally worked. I know. I guess you're right. I push open the door.
I am.
Yeah, right. Fumbling with my bag for an instant before I actually managed to get out.
You guess? I am. In any case, shouldn't I be the one freaking out?
Victoria places a hand on her hip, raising a brow at me. I raise a brow in return, waiting for her explanation.
Since I let you drag me here in the first place.
Oh, of course she tried to pull something like that. All I do is grin.
Look at that cheeky grin.
You let me? I'm pretty sure I didn't drag you here. You let me pick, What happened to giving my amateur taste a chance, huh? I watch Victoria try to swallow back a smile, and it totally reaches her lips anyway.
Technicalities, Max.
And there she goes, waving her hand at me dismissively, her eyes scanning the boardwalk like she's looking for something in particular. I don't know if she's finding it because I follow her lead, my gaze landing on a few people milling up and down the boardwalk. I recognize some as students from Blackwell, most of which I don't really talk to. Others are just locals, most of which are fishermen.
Today it's...
Victoria doesn't immediately come up with anything to say, and that's worrying in itself. I scan her face, catching a little crease between her brows. Oh! You'd think there'd be a lot more people here. It's just right for our shoot. It's a little boring here.
Well, Max was thinking the first one.
Right. Did they say they wanted, a subject, though? People? Because remember, she wanted Max to be dressed up, wear certain clothes. I kind of like the middle one. Just saying it's perfect.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. We're doing well.
Just right? I offer, even though I'm completely positive that that's not at all what Victoria's trying to say. Not if I'm judging the look on her face correctly. Victoria
Fuck.
turns to look at me, tugging her eyebrows together.
Shit.
Doesn't mean
Not
it's bad.
exactly, yeah, what I was getting at, but sure.
Well, sure is not what I was going for, but I scratch my head, checking our surroundings again. There's definitely enough to work with, and even if there's not, I'm pretty sure that me and you can pull anything off. See, I like that though. Victoria blinks, seeming almost shocked again. I fight the urge to flush red at my genuine statement, but I mean it. After everything Victoria said, I'm not going back out now. I refuse to.
I like the sound of that. Looks like you're finally pulling your head out of your ass, Max.
Yes! Yeah, I like it. I like it. Hey! Victoria smirks at me.
Oh, I'm being completely serious. Confidence suits you well.
The way Victoria says that makes me bite my lip. Like in front of her.
Again.
Okay? Smiling at the assertion. I like the sound of that too. At the very least, Victoria's clear faith in us helps to ease out some of the tension I'm feeling. We can do this. I know we can do this. It's no time for me to be wallowing in whatever stupid self-doubt I have. We won't get anywhere like that. My first instinct is to reach for my camera bag, although I'm very promptly stopped when Victoria puts her hand on my arm.
Not so fast, Caulfield.
I tilt my head at her and I wonder if she can actually see the question marks above my head. I think she wants to get right into it. She's staring down at me curiously, a slight slant to her lips. What's the problem this time?
Wow.
I'm kidding. What is it?
I just have something I want to ask you.
I retract my hand from my camera bag, and I think that makes Victoria realize she's still got her hand laid over mine. She pulls it away quickly. Instead, moving to lean on the trunk of her car.
Gay feelings,
right? Like that makes whatever she's going to say next less intimidating. I cross my arms over my chest, waiting patiently. Go for it.
I wanted to ask you why you care so much about...
Victoria gestures to our surroundings, and I assume she's talking about the people, or lack in this case. Oh, it's for your benefit. I wanted you to like it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I wanted you to like it? Because, like, it's for your benefit is a little, like, not caring about what she wants, and Victoria doesn't like that. You know, she wants Max to care about what she also wants for herself.
Yeah, and it's less flirty. It's more, like, formal. Like, this is for our project. It's for your, you know, whatever. Whereas I wanted you to like it shows there's some emotion behind it.
Right. Yeah, I think that was, yeah.
Maybe it's because I actually wanted you to, I don't know, like it. Since you let me pick, I didn't want to bring you somewhere that you know, I trail off dumbly, realizing it sounds a lot more ridiculous when I say it out loud like that. That and Victoria's staring at me oddly, eyebrows raised. She crosses her arms, breathing in softly and releasing in a slow sigh.
You, what, wanted my approval?
Wow, geez, that makes it sound so official. Victoria snorts softly.
If not that, then what?
I just didn't want you to be disappointed. I thought it'd be nice if this made you... I shrug, rubbing at the back of my neck, ignoring the way my mouth feels as dry as sandpaper. Happy?
Oh,
Victoria straightens. Yeah. Victoria straightens at my words, and I hear her take a deep breath. It's like right there.
Christ, Max. It's...
Victoria has to collect herself, and really, I'm not in a rush. When she finally does manage something, she heaves an almost annoyed sigh. Uh-oh.
It's seriously not that big of a deal.
It's not?
It's not.
Victoria flicks her wrist at me, resting her elbow against her car and standing up gayer.
Yeah, sure. This place isn't like fucking Seattle or something. I'd know. But people are not. Like I said literally a few minutes ago, it hardly matters. Whether or not there are any idiots around to photograph, it's not going to stop us from making remarkable images.
Or memories together. Huh. I guess you're right. Yeah. I avert my gaze from Victoria almost bashfully at the smug smirk she gives me.
Of course I'm right. Just remember, Max, all these people aren't my partner. Oh. You are.
I'm silent for a second, and I can't help myself. I laugh a little, although I feel my ears heating up, my face flushing red at the way Victoria says that. I can't help that I love the way that sounds. It's seriously like, oh, Victoria, I'm sorry, but that was pretty tacky, like super cheesy. Victoria blushes a little too brightly, and it makes me grin again, taking control of the situation. They're both blushing. Oh my god.
What? Fuck off. Oh my god, ungrateful. Yeah, shut up, Max.
No, it's fine. It was just kind of cute. That seriously can't come out of me having to think about it. And even I'm surprised about it. But at the same time, I'm not so worried about Victoria's reaction.
Oh my god.
Ruh-oh. Victoria's eyes widen and she covers her face with her hand, scowling in the
flustered.
other direction.
She's flustered.
Totally
She's
flustered.
Like, you're the worst. I take it all back.
Oh my god, she loves it. She loves this. You can't. It's too late. You're stuck with me. From behind Victoria's hand, she snorts.
Fuck. Unfortunately.
Oh my god, I love this. Yeah, okay, sure, Victoria. I'm
so cute,
aware. I probably got the stupidest grin on my face. And then I remember we should probably make an effort to start our project. No, Max. No. Don't. It's okay. Bask in this. Now that we've totally completely settled down, I take a few steps back, prompting Victoria to follow me with a raised brow. So I know it's no Seattle, but we should probably get started. Victoria hums in agreement at that, and we take the time to pace down the boardwalk. Similarly quiet in our search for the perfect spot, or maybe that's too ambitious. At this point, we're just trying to find anything to look at. Victoria? Something's been bugging me ever since she brought it up early, and maybe it shouldn't, but when she mentioned Seattle, I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I was wondering if this is going to come up.
What?
Victoria's response is curt, and I frown at the sound. I don't exactly respond quick, prompting her to turn to me. She pauses and then sighs, speaking easier. I can tell she's tense despite all that talk from earlier.
Sorry. What is it?
I was wondering.
About?
Seattle. You came from there, right? Oh, I actually didn't know that. Or is that Life is Strange lore? I don't know that.
Tina's like, I had this to my charts.
Victoria seems to be taken completely off guard at the question. She shrugs after a moment.
Yeah? What about it?
The thought of Seattle makes me unsure, an awkward discomfort settling in at the pit of my stomach. So in all actuality, I'm not sure what I'm actually asking about. Just that I want to know something about it. Do you really think it's better than Arcadia Bay?
You're just full of loaded questions today.
Victoria speaks cautiously and then purses her lips.
I do, I guess. It's hopelessly plain here.
Except for you. At the thought of that comparison, I hum almost absentmindedly. All I can do is grasp at the strap of my bag. Ever since I moved here, I haven't really thought about it much. Probably for the best, I think. It's not like I left much behind. I'd only really have Fernando and Kristen to keep me company, and as amazing friends as they had been, going back to Chloe had far outweighed that. I almost feel like an asshole for thinking like that. I guess so. You're right that there's way more to look at over there.
And do you know that how?
It takes me a second to process Victoria's question, and then I stop and turn to face her, my eyes wide. Wait, did you think I lived here my whole life?
What?
Victoria stops for a second. I watch her sputter helplessly. Oh my goodness.
Are you telling me you haven't?
I grin wryly at her. Sorry to disappoint, but no. Look at my stomach.
Oh.
Look at this. It's actually pleasant to hear Victoria stump for once, like she's totally at a loss with this information, or maybe at not knowing it. As great as it is to have her speechless, I decide to help her out. Yeah, I used to live up in Seattle. She's like, oh, cool now. Until I came back here,
Yeah, no big deal. You came back for Blackwell, I'm assuming?
And you. At that, I can't help it. My smile drops a little, and I run my thumb anxiously down the strap of my bag. She's right, of course, and she totally knows it's right. It wouldn't bother me so much if it didn't make me remember all the grief I'd caused Chloe. Don't be thinking about this now, Max. We are on a mission.
Listen, in the canon version, I love you and Chloe, but in this world, we're focused on Tori.
Oh, unless you're going to make her a little jealous. That's fine.
Yeah.
Kind of. There was also Chloe.
Right. Chloe.
Victoria grinds that out as sarcastically as she can. It actually makes me wince a little. She seems to catch on to my reaction, though, and surprisingly, I watch her sigh and soften up.
Please, don't even. Are you seriously telling me you came back for Chloe?
Maybe.
Blackwell is a big deal, Max. An old best friend isn't.
Oh, Victoria's wrong about that. Even if I did initially come back because I'd heard about Blackwell, that doesn't mean... That's not true. Victoria tenses, and then suddenly she places her hand on my arm. Something about the gesture is so off that my irritation is replaced with confusion.
Chill. That's not what I meant. What I meant is that for fuck's sake, Max, it's not a crime for you to put your own aspirations first, see? It matters to Victoria that Max
Yes.
cares about her shit, yeah.
Yes.
People talk so much shit about being selfish, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed to be.
Victoria speaks quickly, although her voice is low and gentle, like she's trying to get it all into my skull. I swallow dryly. I guess so. But at the same time, I can't help but feel a little bad, you know? Victoria purses her lips at me, sliding her hand down my arm.
Apparently not by much, though I understand what you're trying to get at. Your insistence on being so kind is fucking nauseating, Max.
Have you ever considered that your insistence on being mean is too? That's a good one.
Nice comeback.
I tease, but there's something deeply serious about it. Victoria watches me and then snaps her jaw shut like she's got nothing to say for a second.
For a second.
She needed a little bit more time with that one.
Maybe we both have things to learn.
No witty comment this time, you think?
Maybe. But right now I'd rather focus on this.
Victoria changes the subject quickly. I can't even be sure she said it. Not that it matters, not when I already know about it. I smile, scratching at the back of my neck. You're right, but I was thinking. Victoria groans, as melodramatic as ever, wrinkling her nose at me.
Something you've been doing too much of today, apparently.
Quit it. I'm being serious.
That startled the shit out of me.
Me too. Like, and it's such a really
I thought it was your
sound.
stomach.
It's like all in the microphone sounding. That was not me. I'll eat it anytime.
You need a food break.
I'm so hungry. Mostly, my stomach growls dangerously as Victoria freezes for a second. She catches my gaze and I blush a little.
Oh, are you?
She quips sarcastically and I offer a sheepish grin. We might work better on a full stomach.
God, you're a mess.
Hi, you didn't eat anything. It's okay. Their words. Oh, we have a typo. Their words. Their words come out
grammar.
in a little sigh. Oh, grammar. Their words came out in a little sigh, and I think they almost sound fonder than they should be. Without any more complaining, she waves her hand at me.
Your choice, Max.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I was like, Are we choosing the restaurant?
I know. I was like, please, no.
Oh, after we get something to eat. Okay. I ended up being able to convince Victoria to loosen up a bit and check out the shops with me. I thought it'd be better off that way since we obviously weren't finding anything before. In a sense, it did. We spent so much time window shopping and browsing that before we knew it, the sun is high in the sky and the wooden planks are filled with pedestrians. Okay. So we actually had time with each other. So I think this is good, at least as much as it will be. The plus to all this is that Victoria seems a lot more at ease. Okay, yeah, so I bet that wouldn't have happened otherwise, maybe. Victoria's walking up ahead of me, and I got my camera in my hands, but it usually feels heavy.
Oh my God.
Burdened by the thought of an assignment.
She can take a picture of her?
It feels light. I'm not really focused on anything in particular as I look through my viewfinder. I'm just imagining photos that could be testing the lighting. And then Victoria whirls around to face me, mouth open, hand on her hip.
Where exactly do you want to go next?
And my fingers pressed down a little on the shutter. The reaction is so instinctive, so immediately that I don't even realize I've taken a picture until I'm faced with Victoria's wide eyes through my viewfinder.
Did you just...
Lowering my camera, I bite my lip to take the photo from my camera, waving it once, twice.
To go with the moment. There we go.
Oh, there we go. When I check it, I grin at the shot. Victoria, mid-speech, standing amongst the few pedestrians of Arcadia Bay. What I love the most is the fluidity of the shot. Ooh, we get to see it.
They actually give you the picture.
Victoria's perfect posture amongst the stream of people. You look good. Victoria straightens, pulling out her camera with ease. She rolls her eyes at my expression, probably, and then points it right at me. I hardly have any time to adjust, standing with the photo on my camera.
Smile, Caulfield.
I already am.
Oh my God, stop. Now they're flirting with the camera.
Seriously, this is so good. Victoria and I wind up sitting on the freshly cut grass of the courtyard, going through all our photographs. My Polaroid photos are spread out on the grass in front of our legs, little squares against the green lawn in contrast. Victoria just has her camera on her lap, open to the camera roll. I'm pressed up really close against her side to peer over her shoulder. In retrospect, This feels a lot more intimate than it should. Maybe not as sitting like this, but just me being here with Victoria in the first place. I'm used to just seeing the Vortex Club obnoxiously taking up the space whenever we're out of class, during the mornings or at lunch, all huddled up laughing at whatever. Of course, Victoria's included in that too. Now instead of her sitting here with them, It's with me.
Oh, hello, Max. Are you even listening?
Yeah. Victoria squints at me suspiciously, pulling her finger back from where she'd been prodding at one of my photographs. When I check, it's nothing special, just a general landscape shot of the boardwalk itself.
Okay, not convincing. What did I just say?
How much you like that one? I tease, and Victoria laughs in disbelief.
You wish.
So you're saying you don't? Victoria hums instead of giving me a real solid response, and I roll my eyes at her. Okay, so maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I so am right now.
Sure you are. Only because I had to jerk you back into reality.
She knocks at my arm with hers, and I huff softly, mock offended. A pout makes its way onto my lips. I am.
Mm-hmm.
After the shoot, Victoria had seemed a lot more relaxed. Or like, I guess the atmosphere is just more relaxed in general. I'm definitely not as tense as before either. Maybe it's the fact that all we have left to do is choose between our photos. I seriously thought that'd be a lot more stressful. It's not. At least Victoria doesn't make it stressful. Stress-free or not, I rub at my eyes and try to focus. We have to pick something for our submission. And
don't tell me it's up to us to pick.
And are we going to pick like one of ours or one of hers? And like, yeah, I don't even know what the right choice would be there. Probably one of I don't know. And now Victoria's staring right at me again, real serious. With how close we are, all I can do is manage a sheepish smile. Oh my God. Okay, what is it?
I want to know, just for reference.
I just
Which
feel
one
like
is your favorite?
they're like this close, like huddled down, like, yeah. I blink at the question, not really sure I've heard it right. Victoria puts her camera down between our knees. My favorite? Like, which one I think looks the best?
Not exactly, though that is important. I mean personal preference.
That's not really a hard question to answer, not at all. I already know exactly which photo comes to mind, the one we took of Victoria. It's just a little embarrassing to admit. Oh, we're going to admit it.
Oh, admit it.
We're admitting it. I lean back in my hands and draw in a long breath of air to prepare myself for the inevitable post-answer explanation. Well, it's actually...
Come on.
It takes me a moment to lean forward again. Are you getting closer? So I can tap my finger against the one showcasing Victoria, where she's turned to me, ready to speak and highlighted by the pedestrians behind her.
I bet you that's a winner, too.
Yeah.
That one?
There's this hesitant pause in her breath, and I rest my palm against my jeans, rubbing my hands down them. Yeah, definitely. What about yours? The one that she took Max? I want to see that one, too.
I know.
Before she can grill me about my choice, not sure I can handle that just yet. Victoria straightens her shoulders, tensing up. I can feel it right against my side. She heaves a huge sigh, and just from that, I can tell she's not particularly confident about any of them.
Out of mine? Fucking none.
Oh. There's a note of irritation to her voice, backed with just the slightest disappointment. I frown, peering back down at her digital camera. None. No way. They're so good.
She
pauses and hesitates.
I know they're good, but they're not amazing or anything. I don't see anything special in them. Nothing particularly remarkable.
Just then, she deflates a little. She sags down slightly, grimacing down at her camera and turning her head away from me.
Oh.
Victoria.
It's whatever. I was thinking... I want you to submit yours instead.
My heart freezes up in my chest at the words, and I sit up straighter and more gaily.
Yeah.
What? Victoria glances at me, swallowing dryly and running her fingers through her bangs. I watch the action, watch the apprehension flash over her face.
What? Max, are you, milking this for all it's worth?
Defensive as ever, I shake my head quickly.
I said you should submit yours. That was a tongue twister.
Sorry, I'm just surprised.
Oh, and why is that? We've talked about this.
There's this curiosity in her tone, but it's laced with something miffed, something weary. She curls her fingers up in her cashmere sweater, and I bite the inside of my cheek.
Can we talk about how well written this game is?
I know. I was actually wondering, was this just a straight story first, and then they're like, I want to make more choices, and then expanded it? I feel like it might have been like that.
It's just such a well-written story.
It's so
this is
good.
A book I would read.
It totally is. She's nervous, I think. Thought your photos looked amazing too. Thought we'd look over them longer. Huh. I don't have an opinion about either of these.
I'm trying to form one.
Me too. Yeah, the only thing I could think is
just the tail coming across the camera.
What do you think? Which one? No?
Look at him. He's such a handsome boy.
He's very handsome.
Why so handsome?
I think I'm leaning toward that we'd look over them longer for the possibility that it would be like about spending more time together. But I don't, like,
Right?
that's literally all, and I have no idea.
Because Victoria doesn't think they're amazing, so
Right.
she might get annoyed. Like, ugh,
And it is kind of
they're
annoying.
not.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that whole interaction, like, is kind of annoying, like, to have.
So let's look over them longer then. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I don't know. I just thought we'd look over them longer. It feels a little rushed to be picking it right now. Victoria doesn't look amused at all. Ugh!
Oh fuck. Rushed? It's not. I'm just calling it as I see it, and as I see it.
Victoria bumps my shoulder with hers, and I have to press my hand back against the grass to keep my balance.
Yours is the superior option. Oh, maybe that was right.
Yeah, geez, if you say it like that, you're gonna make me blush for the 100th time.
You're such a dork. You did a good job, and I'm just pointing it out. Yeah, way to backtrack that one, Victoria.
Yeah.
So, are you going to submit it or not?
Victoria demands curtly, and I see her bend her leg slightly, digging her heel into the grass. She seems really intent on making sure this happens. I almost feel breathless at the trust she's given me. Okay, if you think I really should, then I will. I agree quietly, and that's when I feel it.
What?
The way Victoria loosens up, muscles almost melting against me as my affirmation of her demand. I gently bump her shoulder with mine, letting her know that I'm here. I wouldn't say no.
I
wouldn't say no.
To what?
To whatever she's thinking. To anything she's thinking, I wouldn't say no.
Oh my god, Tina, is this it? If we don't win, I'm skinning you alive.
A laugh bubbles out of my throat and Victoria joins me.
See?
Victoria laughing? Have we ever heard Victoria laugh? Wow,
No.
okay. Aggressive much?
Only a little. Do you think I'm joking?
Rolling my eyes, I reach over to take the photo in my hands, running my thumbs over it. The sun feels warm, the grass is soft, and Victoria is a better heater than her ice-cold demeanor would usually suggest.
Oh my god.
I let myself sink against her side. She rests her arm behind my back, palm flat against the grass, almost as if she's getting just as comfortable as I am.
I am gonna bite this thumb off.
I know! I don't know, Victoria. I think you're warming up to me. It's quiet for a few beats, and I wonder about the lack of a response, of another thinly veiled insult or snappy remark.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Oh, that is so flirty.
She finally counters challenge. I bet that took her a while. When I respond, I don't even have to think about it. Maybe I would. Okay.
Oh my god. No.
Friday.
Oh. Just these fucking cliffhangers.